Hey guys, how are you today? As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a how to start a YouTube. I believe I did one like a year ago, but I had just begun YouTube, so I'm going to do one that is more in detail. I have been asked to do one, so here I go. The first thing you need to do on YouTube is start making friends. My first friend on YouTube was Jessica from Life Daily Vlogs, and yes, we still talk, and she is still one of my friends. And if I need help anything YouTube, I talk to her. If she needs help, she talks to me. The next thing would be is collaborations. Collaborations help you also because you get exposure on the other person's channel and they get exposure on your channel. Therefore, some of their subs might subscribe to you and some of your subs might subscribe to them. The next thing you want to make sure you do is edit your video. I personally use Final Cut Pro, but if you cannot get that, then iMovie or anything that you can get, I would get, but they need to be edited. The next thing I would say is a catchy thumbnail. That way when people see that, they want to click on your video to see what it is about. Don't ask people to sub on other people's channels. People don't like that, and a lot of the big YouTubers and stuff even say they don't even pay attention to anything like that. The best thing to do would be have a catchy little thumbnail or profile picture and write something catchy, write something funny, and then they might say, hey, I want to go check out this channel, and they might subscribe. Next thing would be social media. Make sure you have like a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram account that people can follow you on, maybe Snapchat. That way they can see things that they don't always see in your videos and get to know you better. A lot of people really like that. The next thing will be lighting. Right now I'm using natural light, but I do have studio lights, but natural light is actually the best way to go. And since I have it right now, I'm going to use it. The next thing will be consistent. And I'm going to apologize because for the last like 3 months, I haven't been consistent. So I am getting back being consistent. I need to get back on a schedule. I got behind. I'm sorry, but just make sure you're consistent and your subscribers know when you're going to upload a video. That way they know when to go watch them and when to look for them. Next thing is going to be is write a catchy title. Make sure it has something to do within that video. Or I know some people do clickbaits. I preferably don't like clickbaits, but that's up to you. But I usually write something that is within my video. The next thing would be do research. Any video that you're going to film, make sure you know what you're going to film and how you're going to film it and have everything in order. That way, the next thing would be is to do research, especially on a video that you're going to do. Just look up ways that you can make them different, catchy, anything like that, and put that into your video. That way when you're filming your video, you know what you want to film. The next thing would be is to have people subscribe to your social media sites. And I think I kind of went over that earlier, so we are just going to go on. Now, the next thing is going to be is hook your viewer within 3 to 5 seconds. Because when a viewer clicks on that video, they can tell within that time frame if they like it or if they don't like it. And that's when they click off of it or decide to watch it. And then right after like 3 to 5 seconds, make sure you have like a little intro video. That way they know what your channel is about and everything like that. Also, you want to do an outro. That helps people maybe see your last video. What I do is I put my last video on there and have it talking for like 10 seconds, and then I put all my social media sites on there and put a couple of pictures on there, and that's how I do mine. The next thing would be is to check your analytics. That way you can tell what videos your subscribers are liking, what they're not, how much they're watching them, and that way you know what type of videos you want to make that they are going to watch. The next thing is going to be playlist. Make sure you do playlists, that way people know exactly what they're getting into and they can have the playlists. Like I have some that's everything YouTube related, or have some that's health that's related, electronics related. That way people can just easily go in there and know exactly what they are getting. The next thing would be make sure you do videos that you like. If you don't like them, then don't do them. Don't do them just for the money or anything like that. Just, I mean, if it's something that you're not into, then don't do it. And I absolutely love making videos, but also you want to sometimes leave stuff in when you stumble your words and stuff. That way your subscribers know, I mean, you're just like them. The next thing would be popular topics at the time. Whatever is going on and everybody's talking about, you can do a video on that. That's going to get you more views. Go on Google, just type in anything and see what's popular right at this point and do a video on it. Next thing would be is your tags, which is that box at the bottom in your info. Make sure you put as many tags that relate to your video as you can. Like if you're using a camera, you can put a camera in there. You can put anything that is related to that video. That way, the more tags, the more chances you have for people to look at your video. The next thing would be is to use your social media, which sometimes I'm bad about. I do apologize, but make sure you use it. That way you can interact with your subscribers. I do interact with all my subscribers on YouTube. Anytime they write a comment or ask a question, I answer them back. So I do interact with them that way, and if they tweet me on Twitter and ask me a question or the same thing, I do communicate with them on that also. The next thing would be make sure you start a channel because you love it. People are going to see if you don't love doing videos, and that's kind of why I stopped for a few months. It's just that I wasn't feeling it at the time, but I'm feeling it again. I love making videos, so that's why I'm back. I didn't want to get in front of the camera and show you guys that I wasn't liking doing the videos at the time. So I'd rather just take that time off and then come back when I'm ready to do them again. The next thing would be is equipment. Make sure that you have a camera. Now I have the Canon G7X and the Canon 80D. And I also use my iPhone 7 Plus, and before that I was using my iPhone 6s Plus in case I didn't have a camera with me and I was out and I wanted to film something. Now you don't have to get anything like that, just get a simple camera to start off with and then build your way up when you have the money to get a fancier camera. The next thing would be is if you can't sit down and watch your own video, then don't put it up because other people are not going to sit down and watch your video. You want to be proud of the video you put up and you want other people to enjoy it. The next thing would be make your editing, intro, and outro your style. Don't go with somebody else's style, anything like that. Also, when you are doing your channel, be yourself. People can see when you're trying to be somebody else, and people watch because they want to see the real you. So that's why you don't want to try to be like somebody else. I know people do parodies and stuff like that, and that's fun and okay and stuff, but people can tell when you're fake, and a lot of people don't like when people are acting fake. The next thing would be make sure you have a good profile picture. That way, if you're writing a comment on somebody else's video, if they really like the thumbnail and are interested in it, then they might click on your channel and they might subscribe. The next thing would be is don't obsess over gaining subscribers. Don't check your subscriber count every day, your views every day. I have been bad about it and I'm trying to get out of that habit. Sometimes I do get out of that habit, sometimes I don't, but that's the best thing to do. If you don't worry about it, then that's when your channel usually grows more and you have more time to put more stuff into your content because you're not obsessing over how many subscribers and how many views you have. The next thing is going to be The next thing would be is to try different things. Try something that you enjoy that you would normally not do, and that way you can see what your viewers like and they don't like. The next thing would be good quality picture and sound. Now, if you don't have good quality picture and sound, then a lot of people aren't going to watch your video. They want to see a clear video and they want to be able to hear you. So make sure if you are filming that you have a good quality. Make sure your camera is decent in what it is filming, and make sure that you are loud enough so people can hear you. The next thing would be, what is behind you in your background? A lot of people don't want to see messy stuff, so on and so forth. I've been in that situation where I have been in front of messy stuff, but that's just me. I am myself. I'm natural, and so I try not to. Today I actually did a really cute background that I think I'm going to start doing for my sit down videos, and I will show you what it is. But I just thought that was cute. It is something in the background. Eventually I want to get something colorful to hang on that wall, but right now I do not have anything. The next thing is going to be cut out the boring parts. A lot of YouTubers cut out when they say stuff like that because they say it very often. I'm guilty of saying it very often, so you can cut it out. But the next thing is going to be voiceovers. Like if you're doing a tour or something like that, then you can just film the house or film whatever and then go back in and do a voiceover. The next thing would be to do motion. If you guys have seen in some of my videos that you'll see the motion go up and then go out, that makes it more interesting and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you share this video and make sure you leave me a comment. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. The first thing would be is to make friends with you other. The first thing the